Welcome back to Good Morning Kenya. I'm Mike Itai. Of course, you can join the conversation at KBC Channel 1 TV. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And our next interview ni the OG himself. Kuna watu wamejibandika hiyo jina in hip-hop in Kenya over the past few years, but this is the real OG. I'm talking about Kayvo, Kforce. Karibu sana.
Nashukuru, man.
Nice. The last time we had a conversation was in 2018. You remember?
It's been a while.
We were comparing the height difference. By the way, the guy is 6'4". He used to play basketball.
Yeah.
Nice. We had a conversation in 2018 and we discussed the state of hip-hop at the time.
Yeah.
And there's something you said, there's a way Kenyans view it as a foreign genre. Do you still feel the same way?
Yeah, in a sense. Unacheki, you know, like at the end of the day, we're Africans, man. So most people kind of view hip-hop as an imported culture. Unacheki. So yeah, it's still relatively, you know, it's changing kidogo. Guys are embracing the culture pole pole, especially the younger guys, nini. But at the end of the day, nakwambia tu, we're still in Africa, and most guys view it as an imported culture. Yeah.
When you were starting out, let's get a little background of Kayvo, Kforce, aka Kevin.
Yeah.
Ambalwa. Do many people call you by your government name, by the way?
Only guys I went to school with.
Only guys you went to school with?
But wananitanga wakikutana na mimi wakonga like ni Ambalwa. Hata si Kayvo. Hiyo surname sasa hiyo ndo
Ambalwa.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, so most guys wanakonga wamekuwa maana hiyo, but you know, these rap monikers tunapewangwa. Most times we don't choose the monikers we use. So hizo they're assigned by the streets and the fans sometimes, or friends or family.
Then who gave you Kforce?
So Kforce ilikuwa like my homies too. Time tulikuwa tumeanza ku, you know, I used to freestyle kwa mtaani when we were much younger, tukiwa ka high school hapo hivyo nini, so najua natoka Kibera, so most guys wakaanza kuniambia manze we ni the force, so ikachanga kukua the force, wakaanza kuniambia ni aje since unaitwa Kayvo na pia unatoka Kibera na wewe ni Mkenya na all that yani. So sujite tu Kforce, and it kind of stuck with me yani. That's even before I came up with the group Kforce yani. Before I decided to, you know, pull my brothers together, we start pushing in the same direction. Yeah.
Speaking of your brothers, we have an acquaintance mwenye tunajuana pamoja, King Bilari. Na King Bilari pia amejulikana kwa hip hop industry.
Yeah.
He speaks highly of you in terms of hip hop.
Nashukuru sana.
Nao sasa tuseme kuna watu wale sasa unaona kama wanafanya Kenya inafaa in terms of hip hop huko Kenya.
Yeah. A lot of young guys are doing it when inafaa. Some of my bros pia wenye tuko from the same class pia wana do it when inafaa. Shout out Bilari manze, najua kuko Dallas but bado tuko pamoja man. Si ubonga man, it's all good. So yeah, a lot of guys wenye wanafanya the new school wenye wako right now in the market wanna do a pretty good job of, you know, just expressing themselves the best way they can, and just disrupting the order yani. Hiyo ndo kitu ya muhimu yani. And you know, rap has always been about that. Rap has never been politically correct. Hip hop has never been, you know, it's never been everyone's cup of tea yani, but it's someone's cup of tea regardless yani. Yeah.
Now let's get into the topic of content. Conversation ya content in music, and especially in hip hop in Kenya, imekuwa the main topic of conversation whenever someone talks about music in Kenya, right?
Yeah, man.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts in terms of content in Kenyan music?
Unajua palipo na moshi, panakonga na moto.
So do you feel like there's truth when people say hakuna content?
Yeah, okay, so content is there because content is content, whether it's good or it's bad. Nanipata ni yote ni content, nanifeel, but I think we as musicians need to listen kidogo.
Listen to the fans.
Tusikize tu hiyo kitu kidogo yenye tunaambiwa, because I feel like we do this for the fans anyway. Unanipata? As much as music is therapy for the artist and, you know, for his well-being and business for him as well, at the end of the day tunaifanyia wase flani ndo consumers. So
and the customer is always
the customer is always right, even when he's wrong. But I'd like to think everyone can't be saying something that's not valid. Unanipata? So I think guys wanasemanga story ya content or creativity, because they'd like to compare us to our counterparts when wanatoka in other countries, like mse akisikiza Kforce alafu askize MI ama askize Feed Q ama askize Joe Makini, guys would like to us to be that competitive. Okay. So me was he take negatively when guys say that Kenyan music doesn't have like good content in it, or it's not creative enough. Me, I take it as a challenge. Nafikirianga ni aje for this person to say hiyo Kenya amesema, he has to have a basis yenye imefanya akasema kitu
kuna mali imetokea.
So me to me udu ni mi uelewa that ni aje these guys would like us to be competitive like guys from other countries. Anataka akisikia Caspanyo Vest, anataka akisikia Calligraph, I feel the same, man. I feel like
they belong in the same place.
Unajua hip hop is a global genre. Na hata hizi zingine zenye wase wanafanya like the gengeton, see, that's pretty much hip hop still.
That's very interesting.
It's just African hip hop.
Exactly. I think it's also to the advantage of the artist.
Exactly.
When you put yourself in a position where you can compete internationally. But now on the same topic of content, in 2018, there's a song you did that was actually, you know, different from any other Kayvo song. Letter to Mama.
Yeah, man.
So, tell me about that song and ilitokea happy in terms of the lyrics, the content.
Yeah, so that's actually one of my favorite songs, yani. But not to take all the credit, ni boy wangu anaitwa Mr. K4. Shout out, I know you're watching. Yeye ndiye come up na the idea. Akaniambia ni aje bro, you know, you've never made a song for your mom and neither have I. Nanipata, so akaniambia if we can, you know, just put our thoughts together and make a project to yenye appreciate all our moms, and then we drop it on Mother's Day. Inaweza kuwa a dope idea. So that's exactly what we did.
What did she think?
My mom has always been like one of my biggest supporters, so it was about time that me at least pia asikie kitu yenye ina appreciate too. And it wasn't for my mom actually. This was for all the moms that, you know, had to put up with a lot for you and me to be here and be
sacrificed a lot.
Manze, it's really difficult, especially coming from a background kayangu. Uko mtaani is very hard to raise an upstanding like young man mwenye ako responsible.
Member of society.
Inakwanga ni ngumu sana because there's so many challenges that come with coming from the slum and, you know, just growing up in place penye iko impoverished kiasi. Unanipata wase wengi, not everyone like has a straight and clear path in front of them. Wase wengi upotea, wengine upotea, then wanapatikana tena, wanapotea, wanajipata. So it's really a lot that our moms had to, you know. I'm not saying our dads are in the picture, but unajua madhinda nakuaga mostly enda najuanga pali huko kenye unafanya, unajua mzae so your mom hata wewe you know how it was, yani unajua kuna time tulikuwa tunawasumbua, kuna time yenye ilikuwa wanajaribu to protect yani from all these negative elements zenye tuna have to deal nazo as young men growing up nini. So that was just to appreciate them yani, and, you know, just tell them that we're here and we'll try to carry on and possibly be even better parents when that time comes.
Hiyo ni kali by the way. Kama hujapata opportunity ya kucheck out Kayvo, Kforce's song Letter to Mama, be sure to go on YouTube on his channel and check it out, featuring KE4.
Yeah, Mr.
Was also
K4.
your business partner.
Yeah, so tuko na a new label yenye tunai start up. Of course I have my number 9 music label. Hiyo iko up and running already, but this is a merger. So inaitwa number 9 Skyline. We're still trying to set up.
Any signed artists?
So the issue is COVID ili to piga kiboko kiasi. So we had to take a step back kidogo. But we're still trying to restructure, and hopefully by the end of the year, ama mid-year, tutakuwa tushamaliza ku set up the new label, and hopefully the new studio pia itakuwa imemalizika.
And you're doing a lot of big things. You just talked about number 9 Skyline, and of course you also have a video production going on. And the new song on Jivo. Tell us how your upbringing really influenced your music in terms of your content.
Najua ukikwanga firstborn, kuna kwanga na luxuries zingine zenye you don't get to enjoy. When you're firstborn, you, especially kama unatoka mtaani, you have to like set a good example by default. It's not even a choice, yani. When you feel
everyone is looking at you.
Yeah, manze, na unajua mimi niko na siblings kibao, so there's some things that other guys used to do that I couldn't.
Was it a lot of pressure?
As in, me believe God is kenye wezi handle unanipata, so ilikuwa pressure, but it's the good kind of pressure, the kind of pressure that motivates you and pushes you in the right direction. It's the kind of pressure that just molds you into a tougher and more sober individual that can pretty much handle anything in inakam your way. So it's not the bad kind of pressure yenye itakudepress ama ikumake sijui aje. Ni pressure inakumold,
inakufunza. Speaking of kufunzwa, you've had a lot of gigs, a lot of odd jobs over the course of your life. Now you've been a painter?
Yeah, man, kuna chora ma signs.
When unachora ma signs, you've sold apparel.
Nimekinda ma apparel, ma t-shirts, ma nini, ma viatu.
Unaona kati hizo odd jobs zote zenye umekuwa nazo, ni gani imekufunza the most life lessons?
Kuna moja yenye hata sijaiambia wasee, na wasiambiwa wasee. So unaona nikiwa young ile, hata I think niko bado high school, like and slightly after high school kidogo. So nilikuwa na job ya kuwekanga posters.
Ile unapaka kwa mti.
Posters za crusade.
Lakini si watu sana kwa ukuta inakogelea.
Na alafu unajua, so hiyo ndo kitu ilini teach a lot, because nilikuwa unajua ni job yenye ni weird because you have to do it at odd hours. No one is gonna let you like put posters on their walls kawa naona mchana.
So unamka usiku wa manane,
so
natayarisha makaratasi na glue.
Hii ni job yenye inaanzanga midnight.
Wow.
Unashika
when everyone is asleep,
when everyone is gone, yani not everyone, kuna watu fulani wenye walikuanga na wapatana nao, and so ilikuanga ni kitu ilinifanya nikaona niaje life inaweza kuwa ngumu, but pia you like that toughness that comes from within, yani ni kitu yenye as in most people aren't born tough, ni circumstances ndo zufanya msana kuwa mtough. Nilipata because I used to do the job with guys, si kwanga peke yangu, nikwanga na hire some help. Mimi niko tu napata the job, and then I hire guys, and then kuna wenye wanaenda different direction, kuna wenye wanaenda.
Kayvo hata back then bado ulikuwa entrepreneur.
Baya sana manze.
Umeanza kudelegate.
Yeah, it's cause I had to take care of myself from kitambo, yani ilibidi nijituje kwa mother. Unapata, so na hiyo pesa si ati ilikuwa inapatikana rahisi. So I used to be a very church going young man, so me and my homies used to get easy ma tender tu za kuweka hizo posters za crusades. You remember when crusades were big, before televangelism took everything
before
over.
Social media as well.
Before televangelists were take over, kulikuwa na hiyo time yenye crusades ilikuwa big business, na I tend to wonder why hizi crusades zinakwanga tu in the slums manze, because mi sijaiona crusade uko Runda hata siku moja. So
that is actually a very interesting question, and we'll try to cover that later on to your music.
Yeah, man.
Onjivo is the latest track.
Yeah,
but before we talk about Onjivo, there's a conversation that's been brewing. Not si ya juzi peke yake, imekuwa ikibrew for a long time, lakini ni kama tunaanza kuona ina escalate in its own way.
Okay.
In December, you released a track.
Yeah.
Yoon Bakumi. We all know. Okay, the people who love hip hop, we all know.
Yeah.
Who it's directed to.
Yeah.
Lakini let's have a conversation about Yoon Bakumi.
What kind?
Nini li inspire hiyo wimbo?
It's just a song like any other song. I had to set the record straight about some things that I felt zilikuwa zinani misrepresent yani nanipata. So, and you know this is hip hop manze. Anytime you have an issue you feel, anytime you're sad you make a sad song. Anytime you want to appreciate your mom, you make a song on that as well. Anytime you're feeling like you're happy, you make a happy song. So anytime you want to address something that you feel is contentious or needs to be out there, most times like me as Kforce, I don't do interviews to address situations. Me, I prefer to make music and just put my thoughts out there and just air my opinion without necessarily looking for clout and going to radio stations to talk about things and TV stations to talk about things. Me, I prefer to just make the music, put it out there and call it bygones. So in that case, nearly feel like I felt like the person I was addressing was stepping on my toes. And I bet he thought I'd do nothing.
Can we mention some names?
No, it was clear.
He who will not be mentioned.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. So it's in the public
Do your own
domain.
Research.
It's in the public domain anyway. So names or no names, I felt like Octopizzo. I felt like Octopizzo did an interview, and in the interview, I think he got excited and misrepresented the facts kidogo. Don't you feel? And I waited for him to correct the situation. I waited for him to just set the record straight, but he didn't. He kept doing it. So, and me, me, I'm not very big on interviews. Me, I'm very big on music though.
The booth in your mali.
So me hata sahi niki feel like niaje, I need to talk about something or get anything. See, like I told you, music is therapy first for me before it's entertainment for you. You feel me? It's therapy for me, then it's entertainment for you. So anytime I feel like I need to get something off my chest, and that's what hip hop is. Hip hop ni place penye tukona like freedom ya kujiexpress like the way we want. And you feel like that artistic license, rappers take it like miles further. So yeah, anytime you feel disrespected, you talk about it, especially in your music. And I'm not the first person to do it, and neither am I gonna be the last. So in that case,
do you feel like it was quashed? Because also I don't know how true this is. Hopefully you'll be able to confirm this. There's an audio that surfaced of about a month ago. You know what I'm talking about. It was a confrontation between you and the other party.
Okay.
Do you feel like it's quashed, or do you feel like it's now escalating to another point where microphone do itaongea sasa?
If it's anything, yani, me, I feel like that's nothing to me, man. Me, I was just setting the record straight. I could care less like how anyone else takes it. That was my take on it, and you feel so. And I was honest. It wasn't even a diss track. It was just me, saying what I feel and stating some obvious facts. Manipata. It's like I just rapped what everyone was thinking. Manipata. So I don't like to think that I stepped on anyone's toes. I was just being me and speaking the truth. because he said that was his truth.
And in hip hop, of course, you are allowed.
Tuko allowed na, as in hii ni art manze, ni art form yani. Hata wewe pale Kejani manze, kuna time yenye ukiamka you're not on the same page with your girlfriend, but that it's not finality, is it?
Life moves on.
It's not final. Like watu kosana,
Let's
watu
move on
elewana.
from this conversation.
Even with your bro, you kosana, you elewana. So me,
lakini bado mtasikizana eventually. Hopefully mtapata opportunity ya kukaa chini.
Ni music na ni art na unajua rap inakuanga na egos. Sometimes egos clash, but like I said, nothing is final. It's not like tumekosana or anything.
Let me sidetrack for a minute and just tell you, as a fan, I would love to see a collaboration.
Yeah, that's what I'm always about. Actually, there's already a collaboration from back in the day, but hopefully we can, you know, cross that bridge and things are awkward or uncomfortable, and, you know, just move on to better things. Because at the end of the day, me, I like to think that everybody, when you make hip-hop music, who support. Everybody. Like, there's no rapper who Nairobi.
And it's not just hip-hop that you support. I've been looking at your social media pages.
Yeah, man.
You're supporting even singers.
Yeah, man. Ata Nikita, that's my girl, man. Like, we share the same producer, Annie. So me, as long as you're Kenyan and doing what you're doing the way
good music,
you're supposed to do it, yani, me, I'm in your corner all day, every day, man. So easy ni vitu tu za social media. They come to pass, yani. They come to pass. They come
now
to pass.
Now eventually.
Yeah, man.
Nice. And now your new track. Onjivo.
Yeah.
First and foremost, kuna watu saizi wanaangalia like there's a certain demographic. I won't mention the demographic, but they're looking at the TV. They're like, "What do you mean Onjivo? Wamesikia Onjivo. Bibi ya Onjivo sijui nini." So what does Onjivo really mean?
So Onjivo ni chief tu.
Chief.
Unanipata? Onjivo tu ni chief. Like commander in chief huo ni Onjivo in chief.
Onjivo in chief.
So Onjivo ni chief tu na ni shenge nyasa wanatumia like lately. So najua shengo ina evolve yani. So when people call you chief, it's like they wanna view as a leader or as someone that they look up to. So it's not just everyone that gets to be called chief. When you feel so mtaani, like the young homies talk, hey manze, what's good chief? Yeah, hey Onjivo bana nini. So me and my boy Kayvo, as usual, tukamwaniaje, let's just make a thing out of it and, you know, just turn it into a record. So we did the record, did the video, you know, got it out there, and it's actually an old song. Guys just don't know. But it's an old song.
It was unreleased, it was somewhere within the.
It was just unreleased. It's from 2019. Imagine. So I'll be honest. Me, you know me, I don't lie. It's an old song that we decided to breathe some new life into it, yani. So yeah, ilikuwa tu ni venye wase ukuview, yani. So ukionanga msanii anaitwa Chief. It's a title. It's a title.
Kavule ni Onjivo.
Yeah, man, kabisa.
Vile Kforce ni Onjivo kwa hii hip hop industry.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So ni my young bro ndo alikuwa ananiita Onjivo, so tukai turn into a thing tu yani.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're going to get an opportunity to see Kforce performing Onjivo. But before that, new projects, what's in store?
There's a lot of music out there, manze. In fact, I don't think hata kuna mtu akona more music out there kuniliko. So all you gotta do is just go on Boomplay, search Kforce, stream and download all that, yani. Ingia huko YouTube, search Kforce TV, watch, subscribe, download, do whatever you want, manze. Number 9 Skyline is also on YouTube. My other channel, Fresh Bars Friday, is also on YouTube. Upon Malisi, support all the young guys who are trying to do this hip-hop thing the right way. So, ingia uko ndani manze, make yourself known. Holla at the team if you're an artist, yani. Hopefully they'll reach out to you and we see if we can make something happen. So, you already know, man. Follow me on Instagram, niko uko ndani pia. Okay, very much, but I'm in there. I'm in there still. Yeah.
Safi kabisa. That was Kayvo, Kforce.
Yeah.
AKA Kayvo.
Yeah.
Hiyo ingine government ndaikanyagia.
Utaikanyagia, but the truth always comes out.
The truth always comes out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for gracing our studios with your presence.
Nashukuru sana,
we wish you nothing
bro.
but the best. And we're waiting for the new album, by the way.
The new album, Manze, is in the kitchen, is in the pipeline. Bado tunaipika.
Itakuwa solely produced by Number 9 Skyline?
Yeah, the
collaborations.
executive produced by Number 9 Music, Number 9 Skyline, but the producers when you wataka huko ndani, like the creative producers wako kibao. Some surprises, some collaborations as well, nini. So bado tunaipika tu. As soon as it's ready, we'll hit you up.